Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Julia. I'm a Cambridge certified English trainer, edupreneur, and an edu nerd. In this session, we are going to talk about cohort learning, collaborative and social approaches to learning, and how to make your intervention that you develop for your learners as engaging as it can be, because self-paced experiences are already in the past, and now the most important thing is to think about the learners and to think how to make your course a special experience, which tools to use, and which approaches would fit well. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Today, I would like to talk about social learning and the elements of cohort approaches that are being used these days. I would like you to think about your experience and imagine yourself in the shoes of a learner. What would you like from your e-learning experience? Obviously, you would like to gain some knowledge. You would like to gain motivation to change something. Most likely, you would like to change your attitude to something. And perhaps you would like to acquire some skills so that your behavior can change if it is something what is expected from the course. Well, then the question would be, with all those in mind, how can I, as a learner, achieve my goal? Maybe you have noticed that many students at the very beginning of their experience are incredibly motivated and they are eager to conquer the world, whereas when they do the first module or two, lose their motivation to proceed and they are not consistent enough with their schedule. Why does it happen? Well, we are all human beings. There are so many different distractions: WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, what you name it. And it means that for us to keep our focus on something for longer than even 12 minutes, it's already a challenge. Which means if your course is a self-paced, dull experience without any interaction with other people, I'm afraid this course won't become really popular and successful among the learners. What is the solution, you might ask? Well, definitely you need to think about social learning. What is social learning? Social learning is obviously not the new thing, and people were talking about social learning in the previous century. Social learning unites people and helps them to achieve the goal together. Initially, a social learning theory consists of different principles. Nowadays, social learning includes some elements of collaborative engagement. Collaborative engagement is definitely something what can make your course good fun. Let's think about the benefits of learning with other peers. According to some research, learners tend to acquire more knowledge from their peers than from their educators. And why does it happen? People usually feel more comfortable talking to those people whose expertise, experience in the field is almost at the same level as theirs, which makes sense. And in order to learn something new and notice some mistakes, obviously we need an educator, and you as an educator can integrate this component as well through providing developmental feedback and some micro teaching and scaffolding. Nowadays, there are so many different options how to design your course and which approaches to use, from cohort-based to community-based courses, and all of them make so much sense and definitely are beneficial. But let me talk more about community-based learning. Community-based learning is something what unites different people at the same time and helps them to acquire new knowledge and skills with the help of active interaction and through active discussions and working on some particular projects together. Community-based learning is getting more and more popular, and probably you have noticed that many LMS platforms already added their community component that re-enhances and reinforces the overall experience that has been created previously. In short, these days it's almost impossible to imagine any learning intervention without a community component. So in order to make your learning experience good fun and let your learners enjoy what they're doing, you need to add the collaborative experience and in particular community component. Cohort-based learning is definitely not a new thing. In fact, if we think about the name cohort, it came from Roman military when they were united in groups of 300 to 600 people with common interests and obviously common goals. Nowadays, you can see that the word cohort is used for different purposes, and in particular in education, to emphasize that people learn together at the same time in order to achieve something by the end of the course. There are many benefits of introducing community to your course, not only from educational perspective, but also from the marketing perspective. You can easily share with the community members what your upcoming course will be about, and you can encourage them to take part in it. Community learning is incredibly beneficial because you can create a special place where your learners can feel safe. Safety is something what you need to care about and think about when you think of any intervention to be developed. Safety for the learner means that the learner is not afraid to make mistakes. The learner is not afraid to acquire something new. The learner is not afraid to ask for advice. In my opinion, it is vital to add this component to any course, to any intervention, because in fact, when you unite people together, they are more motivated, they support each other, they scaffold each other, and then later they even can become good friends. In other words, you can see that if you add the community component to your course, you will definitely benefit from it as an educator, and you will gain more loyalty from your learners. They would like to come back to you over and over again and take part in other courses that you will develop. Community is something what unites people. Usually, in a good community, the educator creates the right environment, the right atmosphere where people feel safe, where people feel okay sharing what they understand and what they don't understand. They are fine accepting that they did something wrong, and they are not afraid to ask for advice. This is the environment where people can share not only their problems related to education and acquiring new skills or knowledge, but also their emotional condition and how difficult or challenging it is due to some particular reasons not related to an education process itself. In other words, a safe environment matters, and we as educators are here to develop it and to offer it to our learners. Thank you for watching this video up to the end. Please like it and subscribe to my channel. I will be happy to see you in my upcoming video and share with you some useful tips and tricks about how to become an effective educator.